year, I played Horatio in Hamlet at the Public Theater opposite Oscar Isaac, and it was a dream come true. It was like coming home and a brand new dream coming true at the same time, and I just want to be able to do more of that.
That's amazing. Speaking of dreams coming true, my dream was to be in The Lion King, and I'm not. And I see that you are going to be in The Lion King.
Oh, this one. Oh, I am going to be in The Lion King.
You are going to be in The Lion King. How the did that happen?
Can I just say this for a second? Those cards felt really comfortable in my hands.
You know, many people, in fact, tried to reduce you to just, you know, your factor. So they went like, oh, you're successful just because you're Asian, or like, just because you're a woman, just because you're pregnant.
There's so many. There was a guy who, I won't name names, he's not a very successful comedian, so I don't even know if you would know who he was.
No, I don't.
But he came up to, you wouldn't know. You're out of there now. But he like came up to me while I was pregnant the second time, and he touched my belly with his like fat, sweaty hand, which is so gross to begin with. It's like, why don't you finger me while you're at it? This is so not okay. Like, just because I'm pregnant doesn't mean it's okay for you to touch my belly. And he was like, oh, so this is your shtick. This is like your thing now, right? And I was like, getting pregnant is not rainbow suspenders. It's not a shtick. And then he was like, you're so lucky, Allie, because you get all of this attention because you're both a female and a minority. And I was like, yeah, because, you know, historically, that's always been the winning combo for recognition and success. Oh, and he was like, you know what I mean? Like me, I'm just another white guy. And I was like, be a better white guy.
Is there anything else you want to tell us about? Because I just like chatting to you.
Oh, I actually did want to say that I hope that the fact that Between the Scenes has become like a whole thing is something that you're happy about, and not like I've got to do like bonus interviews now because Anna one time came on after in Between the Scenes, and now it's like a whole thing.
No, but you were the only person who like refused to listen to me when I said
it's not
that
a thing.
Between the Scenes is not a thing.
But now it's a thing, so you're welcome.
Yes, and thank you, Anna.
But I hope that that's okay and not just more work for you.
No, it's fine.
I can tell in your eyes that you kind of hate it.
These are happy eyes. These are happy eyes. These are eyes that enjoy doing more work. That's what these eyes are.
No.
Congratulations on another season of Grey's Anatomy. The show's been going, how many seasons has it been now?
We just finished 15.
15 seasons. Yeah. You've been doing it for so long that I feel like you should have like an honorary degree
I
in medicine.
I could be a fully accredited surgeon by now.
Do you think you know you know enough fake medicine to do real medicine?
I could slow your death. I could buy you a few extra minutes. But you know what's funny is that and I think I've said this before, I've definitely had at least 2 instances on a plane where somebody has gone, is there a doctor on the plane? And then a flight attendant looks directly at me. And it's like, lady, the one thing you know about me, unlike anybody else on this flight, the one thing you know about me is I'm not a doctor. But it's like, no, but please don't. Fine, all right, we'll just go through the motions. I don't know what, this is how bad of a doctor I am. I don't know. I'm just stretching, it's what I'm doing.
That's your CPR?
This is like a little Cabbage Patch or something, yeah.
That was a very sexy CPR. I was like, yo, I don't know if you're coming back to life, but you going out happy.
I brought you a little present.
You brought me a present?
Yes. So I introduced a term.
You brought me a little bag. I love bags.
Yes, a little baggie. A little gift bag. She always leaves the party giving people gift bags. So back in the when we checked in the dressing room,
yes,
I taught you a term.
Yes.
The term is gender.
All right.
Which
I've never heard of that before.
Yeah, and it's not what it sounds like. It's like playing with your gender and having a damn good time. And so I brought you some clip-on earrings.
Oh wow!
Because I figured So I get to
wear these?
Yeah. So you
know what kills me with clip-ons a lot of the time is they give me headaches.
But these ones aren't tight, I promise.
Are you sure?
They're good ones. No, they're.
A lot of the time they'll give you headaches.
No, they're gentle. Yes. And look at that! Wow. Trevor, this is. I mean, I don't want to be your stylist right now, and I don't want to but this is a look. Now, you realize this is a look, right?
You know what's interesting for me to your ideas of gender and how we identify it and what signifies gender around the world is in South Africa and in many African cultures, men will wear earrings like this, and to your point, it doesn't like, no one will be like, oh, that man is not man, or do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's funny, because like this, I'm just like, oh, I look traditional right now. I could be.
Yes.
Like, that's what I'm thinking right now.
Right.
Like if my grandmother saw it, she'd be like, finally!
Hey.
He's connecting with his roots! Do you ever, like, get bored of people asking you to freestyle in real life? Because let's be honest, you have become the hip-hop guy. Yeah. And now you have the freestyle show, and it's like, so it's freestyle and it's hip-hop. So, like, I feel like everywhere you go, people are just like, oh my God, Lynn, how are you?
You know what?
It's a coffee mug.
Yeah.
A boo-boo-chi.
Well,
A boo-boo-chi.
is...
A boo-boo-chi. A boo-boo-chi. I love coffee, and I want to say, you drink it every day. Come on, Lynn.
Yeah.
Be honest with me. How many people do that to you?
Well, only reporters. What my new thing that I've done, and you could probably do an amazing supercut on this because you guys are wizards at that, is my new thing is I say, I will freestyle if you beatbox. So you could do a supercut of reporters beatboxing just to get me to freestyle, and it's a lot of like little white ladies being like,
You are a Palestinian, Kuwaiti, Muslim traveling the world with no passport, and you were like, yeah, I want to try to do this in more countries.
Yeah. Well, I'm born to Palestinian
How many
parents.
times did you get? How many times did you get stopped? Like, how many times were you?
Every time. No, it was every time. To the point to when I became a citizen and I was re-entering America, and he was like, okay, go ahead. And I was like, no, are you sure? I think there's another. There's something else that needs to happen here. I feel awkward. Can we just talk for a little while? Like, I'm serious, it did. I was like, what's going on? I was like, no, we need to chat a little bit. Like, Japan was my favorite interrogation I ever had. It was just an hour of them trying to figure out what I did for a living. The entire hour, for real, consisted of, so what is your occupation? I was like, oh, I'm a comedian. He's like, comedian? I'm like, yeah, I do stand-up comedy. Stand-up comedy? I'm like, yeah, I do comedy. Comedy? Yeah, I'm a comedian. Comedian. I'm like, am I being roasted right now? What's happening? Finally, his buddy walks in, his partner. He's like, how did that comedian? And he goes, oh, yeah, he's like a Bill Cosby. And that's what got me off, was Bill Cosby. I mean, not literally. I figured that's what got
A lot of people who are refugees or maybe came to the US as immigrants had this connection with Trump where they were worried. You had a different connection with Trump, which is one of the reasons you came into prominence. Really insane story where you found yourself on a plane seated next to Eric Trump.
That's, yeah. You know, being a frequent flyer helps sometimes. I didn't know this was gonna happen. Like, I was upgrading to first class. Right. And I ended up sitting next to Eric Trump. I didn't even know I was gonna get upgraded because I put my name on the list way too late. Comedians are, the best procrastinators in the business. Yep. And I didn't know I was gonna get upgraded, much less sit next to Eric, but I do know one thing, the lady that upgraded me is probably a Clinton supporter, let's be real. She was probably sitting there like, oh, Eric Trump is on my flight, okay, I don't know why she has a mustache, but okay, Oh, there's an empty seat next to Eric. Let me take a look at this upgrade list, see who's standing by patiently here. Oh, Mohammed Mustafa Ahmed,
I often wonder how much normalcy there still is in your life. Like, how many normal random things happen to you? Like, when was the last time your phone ran out of battery while you were speaking? Does that ever happen to you?
No.
Okay. Never, so for instance, has there ever been a moment where you're in the bathroom and then the toilet roll is done? No.
Oh, no.
What is the most...
No, you know why? Because at my house, I don't know if this happens at your house, but at my house, when the toilet roll is checked regularly, and when it's been checked, like after you go into the bathroom, somebody will come in and it's folded into a little triangle.
Like you live in a hotel?
Yeah, it's like folded in a triangle every time.
Okay, we'll take one from each side.
No, I will tell you though, something's very normal that you wouldn't think.
Okay, let's go.
I travel with my own I travel with my own bread and I bring my own avocados.
Are you serious?
Yes, I do. So I have an avocado orchard. So I think it's
the story got not normal, Oprah.
No.
You just said I'm going to tell you something normal. Then you said I have my own avocado orchard.
Okay. But so I think it's ridiculous to pay for avocados.
Which is why you bought your own orchard? Are you kidding me? That is not a normal story.
Okay.
You sailed from Europe to New York City. New York City is quite an assault on the senses when you come from anywhere else. What is the biggest thing that has stuck out to you in New York City?
I mean, just everything, all the impressions, everything is so much, so big, so loud, and people talk so loud here. And because when you're on that boat, when I was on that boat, there is nothing. There's just the ocean, and of course the sound of the waves crushing, but that's it. Mm-hmm. No smells. Apart from sweat, but...
Right.
So, I remember the first thing I noticed when we came into the harbor was I woke up and suddenly it smelled something. And of course it was pollution, but it's still something. And that was... It was undescribable to go from this extreme environment. You're disconnected from everything and everyone. You only have yourself and the ocean and the boat, of course, to New York.
That is an accurate and brilliant description of New York. It is undescribable and it smells. You work in Australia, but you live in the US.
Yes.
And your father lives with you in Los Angeles, or does he come and visit you quite a lot?
No. He lives with us.
Right.
And yeah. The reason I'm pausing is my dad. When we lived in the UK, we lived in houses or apartments that we didn't have a yard. Now, LA, as most people know, has a lot of space.
Yes.
And my dad has become obsessed with leaf blowing.
Are you being serious?
No, I'm absolutely serious.
So your Nigerian dad is obsessed with leaf blowers?
It's crazy. If you knew Nigerians, you'd know that was really weird. That he what am I going to go and do the gardening for? So, but the problem is he never just does like the constant.
Yeah.
Because then you kind of go, okay, daddy's leaf blowing is fun. He goes. So for the hour that he's doing this.
Oh man! It's just like one leaf at a time. It's just
one
like
leaf at a time. Yeah. He's so happy when fall comes. He goes, the leaves.